What is happening in it? J Gamer Dude here, and I'm going to be talking about how there is a new character in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League called the Jonkler. And I refuse to call him the Joker because that ain't the Joker, Chief. That looks like Gen Z malnutrition version of Walmart brand Joker called the Jonkler. So I'm just gonna take the Arkham memes and just kind of roll with it. So the Jonkler has been introduced to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and people do not like the game anymore, or well, they kind of hate it more, if anything else. Reason being is that in order to unlock the character, let's say we look at Marvel's Avengers as an example. When a new character is introduced, people just log in, you immediately get the character. That's the first thing. In order to unlock the Jonkler, you need to actually play to hit. So you've got 3 battle passes in the game. The third battle pass that's been introduced, that needs to be hit. You need to hit rank 35 on that in order to unlock the Jonkler, which will take about 5 to 8 hours, depending on how you play them. Because each time you play a mission, you go up, I think, half a level on the battle pass. So you have to do 70 missions total, or something along those lines. And so it's just an incredible grind that should not have been the way that it was. It should have just been, the character should have just been provided to you, because the game was already a massive failure as is. Now, if you do go through the effort of fighting the Jonkler, a new boss fight was introduced in the form of another Brainiac. So again, just to provide a bit more context, the big bad of Suicide Squad is Brainiac. However, for some reason, every Brainiac that you fight is going to be based off of another superhero that was fought during the actual main game of Suicide Squad. So pretty much you have various Suicide Squad members that you fight, and then at the end of the game you fight Brainiac. But the Brainiac fight isn't actually going to be anything different than the Flash fight, which is the first boss you fight at the beginning of the game. The new Brainiac that was introduced is... Oh, and the reason why they're introducing Brainiacs is because you have to kill like 13 Brainiacs before the world is saved or something like that. So one of them was at the end of the game. The next Brainiac is based on Green Lantern, which is another boss that was fought and beaten during the main game. So gameplay wise, there is actually nothing new with the new boss that's been introduced. In addition to that, though, there has been no new story missions, no new mission types, even though they were announced to be some. So season 1 isn't really even a season yet, because you would expect all of the content to be up front so you can play all the content over time, rather than content being released over time during a period. Similar to how patch content works, say in, I'm playing Genshin Impact and Star Rail. Like, they do an exceptional job in being like, okay, here's all of the 2.1 content for Honkai Star Rail, jump in and play it. And you have until 2.2 to complete that content, and if you don't, well, you can always revisit it after the fact, but you can't get as many rewards as you can now. And I was like, okay, cool. This is not how Suicide Squad is doing it is not how you should be doing seasonal content. Also, I don't know why they're doing a different version of Joker in the form of the Jonkler that we're getting here. And oh man, what else is there to say? There's no story content, so there's no new mission types, which I've already mentioned. There really isn't much to say or do regarding this, because ultimately at the end of the day, once you have unlocked the Jonkler, you're just going to be doing the same missions that you've been doing to unlock the Jonkler, and then you'll also be doing the same mission that you did during the story. So ultimately everything, it really is just for nothing at the end of the day. This is like kicking a game while it's down, kicking it in the Goonies, but I feel like there's not really much else you can do besides just kind of point and laugh, really. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Let me know if you're still playing Suicide Squad and if you still like it, because it seems like most of the very verbal community who talk about this game and do streams and do videos just really don't like this game at all now, given what was provided as part of season 1. And in fact, Paul Tassi of Forbes, I think it was, I can't remember where Paul Tassi is from, but do check his content out. It is incredible. He knows a thing or two when it comes to live services, because he is the live service guy, and he says this is the worst drop of any seasonal content he has ever seen. And honestly, if that's the case, then I am quite surprised as someone who, you know, looks at him when it comes to games like Destiny, to Marvel's Avengers and everything else in between. If Marvel Avengers couldn't survive, this game sure as hell won't. But with all that said and done, please do comment below on anything that I've mentioned here in the video. Tell me about all of your Jonkler memories, and like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm in with 200 subs by the end of the year. And with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.